Let us start with Chapter 5, Mass Media and History. Introduction. In this chapter, we are going to learn Introduction of Mass Media, History of Mass Media, Why do we need mass media, Critical understanding of the information received through mass media and professional opportunities available in the field of mass media. So, these are the following points we are going to study in this chapter. I hope you all have understood last chapter, entertainment and history, and sports and history. So today we are going to learn chapter 5, that is mass media and history. So let's start with the explanation. Introduction to mass media, that is point number 1. Mass media contain two words. Mass media में दो words होते हैं. Mass is the aggregation, means total number of peoples, where media means various modes of communications. Means communication, we have many modes like phones, telephones, etc. History of mass media. Newspapers became the first mass medium of circulating information, means passing information and knowledge among people. Newspapers. Newspaper is a publication which mainly print news, editorials, people's opinion, entertaining, or other supplementary content. It is printed and distributed regularly at a definite time. Newspaper provide various local, national, and international news. Newspapers are historical documents which record current events. Precursors of newspapers. Precursors means before the newspaper, what were the mode of communication? Before the beginning of the Common Era, there was a custom in Egypt with royal decrees at public place. You can see on the screen. In the Roman Empire, royal decrees were written on papers. Those were distributed in all regions. During Julius Caesar's reign, newspapers known as Acta Diurn, meaning acts of everyday use, to be placed in the newspaper, which you all can see on the screen, at public places in Rome. Bengal Gazette. The first English newspaper of India was printed on 29 January 1780. It was named as Calcutta Journal Advertiser or Bengal Gazette. It was started by James August Hickey as an Irish gentleman. Let us start with Darpan. The newspaper Darpan was started in 1832, that is in Mumbai. Bal Shastri Jambhekar was the editor of Darpan. The news printed in Darpan can be reviewed to know about the political, economic, social, and cultural of those times. Here are a few news titles as an examples. These are the accounts of expenses from the three administrative divisions of the East India Company. Second, the danger of Russian attack on the nation India. Appointment of a committee for cleanliness of the city. These are the content of the newspaper. Fourth, remarriage of Hindu widow. The inception of theatre at Calcutta. Achievements of Raja Ram Mohan Roy in England. Let us learn about second newspaper, that is Prabhakar. This newspaper was started by Bhau Mahajan. The history of French Revolution and Shatapatre, the letters by Lok Hitawadi, Gopal Hari Deshmukh, aimed at creating social awareness, were published in this newspaper. Gyanodaya. Gyanodaya printed the map of Asia in 1842 and the map of Europe in the year 1851. The honor of printing an illustration in an Indian newspaper for the first time goes to Gyanodaya. The news of installation of telegraph used for electrically transmitting news can be seen in Gyanodaya. The news of the starting of railways in India was printed in Gyanodaya under the title Chakya Soba, meaning Hasoba with wheels. It had also printed the news of the Indian War of Independence that was happened in the year 1857. Newspapers in those times were a very important medium of creating social awareness. A newspaper named Indu Prakash supported widow remarriage in a big way. Dinbandhu, a newspaper representing the masses of the Indian society, that is Bahujan Samaj, was started by Mahatma Jyotirao Phule's close associate, that is Krishnarao Bhalekar. Kesari and Maratha. Kesari and Maratha, the two newspapers, are indicative of an important stage in the history of Indian newspaper. Before independence, Gopal Ganesh Agarkar and Bal Gangadhar Tilak started these newspapers in the year 1881. They spoke about the social and political issues of that period. Kesari began to publish articles about the nationwide situations, books in the native languages, and the politics in England. In the 21st century, newspapers have continued to fulfill an important role. It was acknowledged the fourth column of democracy. Magazines and journals. Magazines and journals are periodical publications. This category includes publications which are weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, bi-monthly, quarterly, 6-monthly, annual, etc. There may be some chronicles which are published at no fixed time. Bal Shastri Jambhekar started the first monthly magazine in Marathi language. It was named Digdarshan. Among the periodicals, Pragati, now a defunct journal, was started in the year 1929 and edited by Triyambak Shankar Shejwalkar. He wrote regularly in this historiographical journal of Maharashtra's history and social movements. Currently, there are many periodicals devoted to Indian history. Marathi journals such as Bharatiya Itihasani Sanskruti and Marathwada Itihas Parishad Patrika may be cited as examples. Electronic or digital journalism. These are ultra-modern periodicals form a part of electronic of digital journalism. History is a prime subject of interest for these periodicals as well. Radio. Indian Broadcasting Company IBC, a private radio company, was the first one to broadcast daily programs. Later, the same company was taken over by the British government and named as Indian State Broadcasting Service, that is ISBS. On 8th June 1936, it was renamed as All India Radio, that is AIR. It was named as Akashvani on the suggestion of the famous poet Pandit Narendra Sharma. Akashvani broadcast various entertainment, awareness creating and literary programs. It also broadcast special programs for farmers, workers, the youth and women. The Vivid Bharati programs are broadcasted in 24 regional languages as well as 146 dialects of Indian languages. Lately, various news channels like Radio Mirchi are providing radio services. Television. The Delhi Doordarshan Center was inaugurated by Dr. Rajendra Prasad, the first Indian president. Doordarshan's Mumbai Center began to telecast its programs on 1st May 1972. Color television was introduced on 15th August 1982. In 1991, the Indian government granted permission to private national and international channels to telecast in India.